Hello and welcome to one of my favourite releases of this year. Yes, that's out of every single manufacturer and, well, every bit of diecast so far. This has to be one of my favourites. This, if we consult to the screwdriver of truth, is the 2012 BMW 3 Series Touring, specifically the 2012 BMW E91 M Sport 3 Series Touring. Quite a mouthful. I'm glad they didn't do that on the packaging. This is one of my favourite cars of all time, one of my favourite BMWs of all time, as it is literally no hidden secret anymore that I am a huge BMW fan. This is a personal dream car of mine to own as a dream car daily, as it is huge in terms of the boot, and they are incredibly powerful in terms of tuning potential, as they have a very tunable N54 I believe single turbo or twin turbo or even naturally aspirated straight 6 engine with a manual transmission. So in perfect spec, these things can be absolutely glorious cars. So let's get her open and have a quick look-see. Now, I would like to say before we actually look at the car, I really like this what Matchbox has been doing recently, which is using this sort of plastic film piece to sort of put in between the blister and the car to stop any wing mirrors or anything from being damaged. I noticed that with sort of last year, and I really like that. So here's the BMW. Let's have a quick look. So with a quick moment to sort of take a quick second and have a quick look, I would like to say that although this car came with some very nice Matchbox black 10-spoke wheels, if we can get them focused, there we are there, I sort of felt like I'd do a little bit better, so I pulled apart my red GMC Cyclone Premium from last year and swapped these fantastic black with chrome lip 5-spoke wheels on here, which I think looks so much better. It gives it a much more main stance, and actually it's a lot lower than it used to be. To the ground, as you can see, barely fit the screwdriver of truth right underneath there. It looks great, and the rail riders, honestly, they roll fantastically. So just like the Lexus LS400 we showed last time, this thing's great, and honestly I love the wheels that I've put on it. So with all that said and done, I would like to show you off this sort of cast. On the side we see not much detail apart from the lovely wing mirror, and the casting sort of does it itself. It's got some lovely sort of roof rails there, which of course you can mount roof boxes to and all sorts that you'd like. The windows are nicely done with, of course, pillars here, here and here, of course A, B, C and D, pillars going throughout the car giving the roof structure on the real thing. This car is of course left-hand drive, and the steering wheel is here, and of course if you look inside, so I'm not sure we're going to because it's a very warm and sunny day, you can see the steering wheel is here, and it's also got a nice manual gear shifter or gear knob if you're from England. Moving on to the back, you see a great use of a license plate there, if we can get a focus, which is TRNGWGN, which stands for Touring Wagon, and Matchbox plate there, which I actually really like. I love the way Matchbox are doing this a lot more often, which is using the license plates as little Easter eggs and things like that. Of course, with being the M Sport Touring, we have a dual exit exhaust on either side of the car, which I think really makes it look far better. And of course the updated LED rear light, as you can see there, with the lines sort of indicated and shown, also the white section there, which they have done great. Another feature on the touring BMW wagons is that they all or most have split tailgates, which means that although the whole tailgate can come up like a normal hatchback, the glass can also come up singularly, meaning that you can just open your glass, put the stuff in and put the glass down, which I think is a very good feature that a lot more car companies should implement, as it's very useful. And so say you have a dog in the boot and you need to put something in next to it, the dog doesn't jump out of the tailgate usually. You just put things in and the dog can't escape, which I think is genuinely quite a good feature. On the side, of course, exactly the same, nice details inside, and as far as I've seen from the interior as I've had this thing open, I don't think there's many sort of Easter eggs inside, such as like medical briefcase and things like that, as other Matchboxes do hold. On the front end we'll see a prominent BMW badge, and of course the once kidney grills, now absolutely humongous lung grills on these sort of large new BMWs, including the M3 and M4. These are nice and small and fit the front bumper, and of course it is a very nice timeless design that I think will stay forever as being a future legend. Nice LED lights in the front, of course showing off more of that BMW charm, which I just think you cannot go wrong with this car. It just looks fantastic. It's great. The lines are sort of they're really timeless. You look at designs like the E46 BMW generation, and that car really, it's regarded as a future legend or future classic, as it really does show some beautiful lines and curves, and that car was so far ahead of its time in terms of design. It still looks sort of modern to this day, and I think this also does. It carries on some of the reputation and lines from the E46, such as these bonnet bulges and the way the whole car is sort of shown off, including the rear lights. And I really do appreciate that Matchbox is starting to do these type of casts, which are Euro casts, or maybe really sort of out of the ordinary for any diecast brand. It's not a top spec, it's not an M3, it's just an M Sport, it's just a Touring, and it's just fantastic. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a sort of a long one and talkative one, but it's a subject I really like. I'm going to take some photos now and put them inside the video. So to everyone watching, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe everyone, have fun, and of course, stay jukin'.